Should be excited because we're a couple of days away from going to Portugal, but I've had my van weighed, all the stuff I want to take, and I've had to take a hell of a lot of it off. There's 4 batteries there which I wanted to take, some things that I'd made there for one of the windows, some lightweight stuff there, but my spiral staircase, all the steps there and everything, loads of boxes of bits and bobs. Me over, I just can't take them this time because I ain't got enough weight. I've even took the tailgate off. So when we get there, I've got to manhandle them without the tailgate, but it's so pathetic, the small amount of weight you can carry. And I didn't really want to take this van anymore. This was going to be my last trip, so I'm a bit of a what to do at the moment, because I thought I was to sell the van when I got back. Thinking that I've got all the big stuff gone, but I don't know, I might have to go over there again, but I think I can get as much weight in a smaller van than dragging this all the way over there and back. I'm going to have to cash it in for a smaller van, and I've done with it. Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode. This episode is a bit of a strange one because it proves in life that things don't always go the way you plan them to. We've got issues along the way. I'm not saying we didn't have a good time, because we did, and we got plenty done, and we're plenty socialising as well, which is all new to me. But I will interrupt the video in various places to explain a bit more, because this editing is being done obviously when I've got back. There's little clips of film, and then in between I'll explain some of the issues as we go along. Well, the latest adventure begins. We're just leaving my house. We're going to pick Eric up, and then Chris, then we're on the way down to the ferry. Pick up number 2, Chris at Peterborough, and then it's Portsmouth now. Well, we've just got here, we're waiting to go through. Chris and Eric's gone for a custom break, or what do you call it, a comfort break, so I'm hanging in the van until they get back. I'm not sure what happens here now, I can't remember from last time. I think we'll go through, and then there's a waiting area. We're obviously not ready to put us in yet. We've got plenty of time left. There's poor old Daisy, look, right at the front of the queue, ready to go. We've got 2 hours before the board. So guess what Eric and Chris are doing? They're going to find a bar to tease me. Loading and unloading containers. Portsmouth dock while we're waiting to board. How are we doing, Christopher?
Get ready for a sleep.
Get ready for a sleep? It's been a busy day, hasn't it, Eric?
It has. Yeah, these days you feel tired on these, don't you? You don't know.
on board Brittany Ferries, Santona. A little explanation here of what Santona is about. It's named after a little fishing port between Bilbao and Santander. I've just put a couple of pictures on there. If you're ever on the boat, there's plenty of explanations around the ferry about the boat itself, what it can do and what it can't do. It's a new one for the fleet. They've got virtually all new ones actually, and they're quite good. Right, let's have a look at it. It was at this point that the first bit of trouble we had was at customs in Spain. They was only doing the job, but they took a load of wood off the back, then give me a bill, 417 euros, I think it was, to get through. Had to pay it. No point in getting wound up about it, but it did hold us back a good two and a half hours, probably more than that. We did meet some nice guys who were in similar problems. There's a guy there who was moving a dead body. They even charged him 100 euros. Poor old guy. Another lady was taking some charitable stuff over to one of these war-torn places or where they're struggling. Charged their 800 euros for a van load of charitable goods. And another one that I think was 400 euros because he'd got an estate car full of windows, second-hand windows, etc. So they're a little bit mean. At least they let theirs would go through. I don't know why theirs went through and mine didn't, to be honest with you. But all that hard work Eric had done, cutting my wood up for me, and it just ended up in a skip. Well, supposedly. I don't know how they dispose of it, but someone's probably making a nice little profit out of it. But hey-ho. Annoying because I've been over there 3 times. Never had any issues at all. They've looked in the back. They've accepted what it is. It's my own stuff. They just kept going on about it's got a value. It's got a value. And basically, they told me to put down the value of £1,000, including the ferry. And again, I don't know why they charge for the ferry because that's been paid for already. But they class it as carriage or cartage, etc. So a word of warning for those that's taking stuff over there: get your paperwork right. Otherwise, A, it delays you, and B, they can be awkward with you. Don't get awkward with them. Bite your bottom lip and pay it and just get on the way, because it takes a couple of hours at least to clear all the paperwork and fill in forms in, etc. Definitely what you don't want. We'd got up at 8 o'clock in the morning, raring to get on because we've got a full day's driving ahead of us. Last thing you want is standing around the quayside waiting for other people to make decisions. But hey ho, that's what happens. We soldier on.
Just now.
Right, we've finally got clearance, paid all our dues. Hopefully we're going to get on our way now. 10:34. Right. Now at this point I'll try to explain why I went into Castelo Branco with banking and electricity. 2 issues. One was my own fault. The bank, I didn't realise the bank, when I set the bank account up, I'd actually given them the wrong address. I picked up the street name, but it wasn't. The street name was the street that joined on to mine. Although I've had some letters delivered to my address, it's been by the courtesy of the people in the house that it's been sent to, and they've stopped sending stuff through, apparently. It dawned on me that I've got to put that right. The bank would not accept me just saying it. I had to have 2 bills in the recent months in Barbados. Now, I've got no bills there other than my poll tax, which goes out the bank directly every year, or the imposters as they call it. It's basically your poll tax. And the only other bill that I'm paying regularly is electric. Now that's conundrum number 2, because officially I haven't got any electric on. But the electric company, EDP as they call it, are the ones that keep sending me letters saying that they need a meter reading. Well, I beg your pardon, they don't. Let's put this right. EDP, I pay a monthly fee, and apparently it's an estimated fee. So I don't know how that works out, but we're only there 2 weeks, once or twice a year in theory. So I'm not using a lot of electric. So I'm not frightened of what I've used is going to leave me with a big bill. The problem is they're not getting a reading. Now, I thought they had been round once to take a meter reading or to affect the meter, because I'd sent several letters saying I cannot read this meter because there's a button to press but there's nothing shows up on the screen. And someone else locally has said, well, it's broken, it needs reporting. So I have on several occasions tried to write a letter to them in an email format, and they keep sending letters back saying that someone's going to come round on such and such a date. I have to send another email back saying I won't be there. Can you make sure they come when I am there? And we failed again this time round, because by the time I got the EDP to ask someone to come and have a look at it, they said it's not their responsibility. It's a company called areheading, and areheading is the people that supply the network, telegraph poles, wires to your houses, etc. You can't just call them on a whim. But so I'm stuck where I am really, because I need a bill from them so I can take it to the bank to prove that the change of address is a kosher one, a legal one and everything. So I've come away this time round with that part of the job's not been done. When I go over there next time, I've got to treat that with urgency. I've got to get to this areheading company, which are not in town, so I've got to go find them. They're in an industrial estate somewhere around Castelo Branco. I've got to find them first of all, get them with urgency to come and change the meter, get a meter reading, and then get a bill from them within 2 months so that I can apply for a new card at the bank, and then we're okay. So it's quite simple really, isn't it? Not really, is it? The crew's getting a bit restless. Look at this, looks like we're building a cave. They knew how to build these Romans, didn't they?
I don't know what that is.
We're trying to dampen the dust because it's so dusty down there.
Might work actually.
Well,
Might work a bit better.
yeah. We'll try all things. So when you do on the wall, how dusty is this big lump? Has got to go. Oh, you got as far as the. Did you, when you excavated it, did you see the root of the chimney?
Yeah, there was a chimney there. Yeah.
You did see the. You did see where it went.
No, it
Oh,
got
what?
there.
There wasn't no flow because.
No, it's just the oven, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Under there.
So that was an open oven
There was a
then.
nest in there though.
Yeah.
Sometime. What
Yeah.
there was, I don't know.
I think
Underneath the slab.
we think it was a paper wasp.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
A
Could
paper
well,
wasp.
could well been. They do. They do get about. Right. Well, go from the bottom end and start moving some of these about. Chris quite likes the idea of this job now.
Right, it's a bit.
See how fine it is, can't you?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Give it a good dosing before it's done.
Well, it won't do any harm, will it, at all? But it do some good. Ka-ching.
Eh? You can still that's the come off. It feels like
That's like cloud, isn't it?
yeah. Off on it.
Right, well, to be continued.